Okay, so picture this. You're on a subway car, and it's rattling, shaking all over the place.
Uh-huh. I know exactly that feeling.
And you glance up at that digital screen, the one showing the next stop or some ads,
Yeah.
and it's just perfectly clear. It's not glitching, not flickering, even though the whole world is vibrating around it.
It's one of those things you never think about, but the engineering to make that happen is, well, it's pretty intense.
It's a real nightmare to solve. And that's exactly what we're digging into today with this one piece of hardware.
Right. We're looking at the NTI VOPEX-M12V-16.
That's a mouthful.
It is. It's an industrial VGA splitter slash extender.
Yeah.
And it's built to solve that exact vibrating hellscape problem.
So what does this thing actually do? I mean, besides just being tough.
At its core, it takes a video signal from one computer and broadcasts it out to multiple monitors.
How many?
Depends on the model. It could be 4, 8, or even up to 16 different screens.
And it does this over a really long distance, I'm guessing. We're not talking about your standard 6-foot VGA cable here.
No, not at all. It ditches those bulky cables for standard network cabling, CT5 or CT6.
Oh, that's a huge deal for
A
installation.
huge deal. And it lets you push that video signal up to 600 feet.
600 feet, that's
Wow.
that's almost 200 meters.
For an analog signal, that is a serious distance.
But wait, when you push an analog signal that far, don't you usually get, like, ghosting or weird color issues?
You do, yeah, and there is a trade-off. The specs are pretty honest about it.
Okay.
If you're running at a shorter distance, say 100 feet, you can get a super crisp 1920 by 1440 resolution.
Which is very sharp.
But if you need to stretch it to that maximum 600 feet, the resolution drops to 1024 by 768.
Which, for a sign in a factory or on a train, just showing text is probably more than enough.
Exactly. You're trading pixel density for sheer range and, more importantly, reliability.
Okay, so let's get into that industrial label. What makes this thing so rugged? I'm looking at these weird round connectors.
Yes, that's the M12 connector system. That is really the star of the show.
So not the usual VGA plug with those tiny little thumb screws that always get lost.
Exactly. Those thumb screws would back out from vibration in minutes. The M12 is a circular screw-locking connector.
So you twist it, and it locks down tight.
You torque it down, and it is mechanically secured. It is not going anywhere. It's designed specifically for that.
And what about the box itself?
It's just as tough. It's a rugged steel enclosure with a powder coat finish.
And the temperature range must be pretty wide.
It's massive. It'll operate from -4 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 158.
So a freezing train yard in the middle of winter or a boiling factory floor in the summer, it doesn't care.
It really doesn't. It even has specific certifications for railway use, plus immunity to electrostatic discharge.
Now, what about audio? A screen showing next stop even is useful without the ding that goes with it.
That's another benefit of using the network cable. It supports optional CD-quality stereo audio.
So it sends the sound and the video over the same cable.
The exact same cable. No need to run a separate audio line, which simplifies things a lot.
This all makes sense, but it brings up, I think, a more interesting question. We're talking about VGA,
Right?
an analog standard that, consumer tech declared dead years ago. Why are companies still engineering new hardware for it?
That is the fascinating part. It really comes down to something you could call infrastructure inertia.
You mean it's just too expensive and disruptive to rip out all the old stuff and start over with HDMI or DisplayPort?
Precisely. Think about it. You can't just recable an entire city's subway fleet overnight. The cost and the downtime would be, well, astronomical.
So this device acts as a bridge. It lets you use a modern computer with all that older, already installed infrastructure.
Exactly. In these industrial worlds, longevity and stability are what matter most. Reliability is way more valuable than 4K definition.
It's a great reminder that cutting edge doesn't always mean it's the best tool for the job.
Sometimes the best tool is just the one that absolutely refuses to break.
Something to think about the next time you see one of those crystal clear screens in a really gritty environment.
Ugh.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.